Hello everyone, how are you doing? This is MD Tech here with another quick tutorial. In today's tutorial, I'm going to show you guys how to go about resolving if you're having an issue with this process cannot access the file because it's being used by another process. So this should hopefully be a pretty straightforward process, guys, on how to resolve this problem. No pun intended, by the way. So this tutorial will be performed on a Windows 11 computer. However, the same steps would apply on Windows 7, Windows 8, and Windows 10 as well. But without further ado, let's go ahead and jump right into it. So we're going to start off by opening up the search menu, type in CMD. Best result should come back with command prompt. Go ahead and right click on that and select Run as Administrator. If you receive a user account control prompt, go ahead and select yes. And now into this elevated command line window, you can either type this in or paste it in. I will have it in the description of the video if you want to just copy it and then just paste it into the command prompt window here. But first command is just NET space stop space HTTP. Exactly how you see it on my screen here. So again, NED stop HTTP. If you were to say it phonetically, go ahead and hit enter on the keyboard. Go ahead and tap the Y key, hit enter. And now once you've done that, you're going to type in net, so NET, space start, space HTTP. Same command as the last one, except instead of saying stop, we're going to say start this time. So start, S-T-A-R-T. Go ahead and enter on the keyboard. Go ahead and give this a second here. Should say it was started successfully. And at this point, you can go ahead and close out of here. But it's just restarting your computer and see if that has resolved the problem. If you are still having a problem, something else we can try here would be to open up the start menu. So just open up the search menu or start menu and type in Regedit. Best result should come back a Registry Editor. Go ahead and right click on that and select Run as Administrator. If you receive a user account control prompt, go ahead and select yes. And now before you proceed in the registry, I would highly suggest you create a backup of it. So if anything were to go wrong, you could easily restore it back. And in order to create a backup, it's very simple. All you have to do is select File and then Export. File name, I'd recommend naming it the date in which you're making the backup. Set export range to all and then save it to a convenient and easily accessible location on your computer. And if you ever need to import it back in, all you'd have to do is select File and then Import, and then navigate to the file location. So again, pretty straightforward process, guys, on how to restore from a backup if you needed to. I don't think you will, but it's always good to be safe. So anyway, we're going to start by double-clicking on the HKey local machine folder. Do the same thing now for the system folder, so double-click on that. Locate our current control set folder, and double-click on it. Locate services, double-click on that. Locate HTTP. So you can scroll down for it, or you can just type on a random folder. So if you just left click on one of these folders here and started typing it, it would take you to it. So now that we're under HTTP, go ahead and double click on it. It should be a parameters folder. So now double click on the parameters folder. There should be a list folder under here. So go ahead and just left click on that one time. If you need to pause the video at this point, you can take note of our file path up at the top of the screen if you need to catch up with us. So anyway, on the right panel here, so you want to make sure on this right panel here, this IP address is your correct IP address. That's what this number is. So if it's not correct, you may have to change that. So just take note of that, and that's something I would definitely recommend taking a look at. And something else we can take a look at here too, if you close out of here, would be to, again, if you could fix your IP address, so if that number wasn't right, just go ahead and change it to the correct number. So one further thing we try here as well would be to open up the search menu, type in settings. Best match will come back with settings. Go ahead and open that up. Go ahead and select the three horizontal lines up at the top to open up the menu, and then select Network and Internet. On the right side, go down to Advanced Network Settings and go ahead and left click on that. And then select Network Reset. Reset all networking adapters to factory settings. And this will remove and reinstall all of your network adapters and set other networking components back to their original settings. You might need to reinstall other networking software afterwards, such as VPN client software or virtual switches. Your PC will be restarted. Go ahead and select the Reset Now button. Select Yes. If you're using a Wi-Fi connection, you will need to have your Wi-Fi passcode nearby, because once you restart your computer, you will need to enter that code back in to get back online. So go ahead and restart your computer now. And hopefully I was able to resolve your problem. So as always, thank you for watching this brief tutorial. I do hope I was able to help you out, and I do look forward to catching you all in the next tutorial. Goodbye.